Have you ever stopped to think about the incredible web of human effort that goes into creating something as seemingly simple as the clothes you are wearing right now? It is truly astonishing. Socialized production, a key concept in socialist thought, essentially describes the process where the creation of goods and services increasingly involves the collective efforts of many individuals, rather than isolated producers. It highlights the growing interdependence of labor in modern economies. This idea became prominent with the rise of industrial capitalism. Before industrialization, much production happened on a smaller scale, often within individual households or by artisans working independently. However, with factories, machinery, and complex production lines, the process shifted dramatically. No single person could create a car or even a simple piece of fabric entirely on their own. Instead, countless workers specialize in specific tasks, from designing components to assembling parts, operating machinery, or managing logistics. This extensive division of labor means that production becomes inherently social, a collective undertaking by many hands and minds. It is about the social nature of the work process itself, not necessarily who owns the tools or factories. Understanding socialized production helps us analyze modern economic systems. It provides a framework for recognizing that the wealth generated in society is not the result of isolated individual effort, but rather a vast, interconnected social process. This collective effort contrasts sharply with the private appropriation of profits and the private ownership of the means of production, which is a central point of critique within socialist theory. It prompts questions about who benefits from this collective labor and how the products of this social effort are distributed. Consider a modern smartphone. Its creation involves mining raw materials in various countries, designing microchips in another, assembling components in yet another, and then transporting and marketing it globally. This elaborate global commodity chain perfectly illustrates socialized production on an immense scale. Different stages of production are geographically dispersed and involve millions of workers, each contributing a tiny, specialized piece to the final product. This concept helps to reveal the inherent tension between the increasingly collective nature of producing wealth and the often private, individual ownership of the means and profits of that production. Ultimately, recognizing the meaning of socialized production means appreciating that modern economic output is fundamentally a collective human achievement. It underscores that our sophisticated industries and the goods they produce are the result of vast, cooperative networks of labor. This perspective encourages us to consider how such profoundly social processes can be managed and how their benefits can be shared in a way that reflects this collective effort, fostering a more equitable society.